Rise and shine, roommates. It's your girl, Asacia Turner, and I'm here with someone very special. And I really don't know him at all, but the day I seen him, I knew that he was a different personality. It was when I was in Asbury going out for lunch with my friends, and I just seen him dancing, and he had no care in the world, which made my day. It made me very happy to see that somebody was living their life without worrying about judgment. So please give a warm welcome to DJ.
Hello.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing very well today.
Just tell me a little bit about yourself. Basically, where did the journey begin?
Well, actually, the journey began 2 years ago and today at the same time.
So today makes a 2-year anniversary.
Yes.
And if nobody knows what the journey is by now, if you didn't read the caption or the little bio, DJ is a proud member of the LGBT community.
Yes.
He is a gorgeous gay boy, if I can say that right.
Yes, period.
Okay, good. He is just very sweet, and he's a burst of sunshine. Like I said, I don't even know him, and just talking to him just makes me smile. He can definitely make somebody's day. So, who was the first one to know?
The first one to know was my grandmother.
And how was that experience?
It wasn't good at all. She's very, very Christian. So at first it was hard coming out to her, and her thing was, oh, it's okay, just don't forget to pray your gay away. Put all your gay in a bag before you go to the Lord. And I thought to myself, why? If God made me in the likeness of him, why would I have to change? And thus began my journey.
I enjoyed that story simply because when you said the likeness and why do you have to change, I definitely agree. I am religious and I walk by the faith of God, but the Bible also says God does not judge. So to me, when it comes to being gay and adding that to the Bible, that doesn't add up to me at all. Like I said, I walk by faith, but I don't really walk by the Bible because to me the words they don't coincide. They're very pros and cons, and I don't like them. Like I said, the Bible does say God don't judge, so why does somebody have to change to be in somebody else's perfection?
To me, what I perceive what God said, God was like, he made everyone, right? He said to love everyone. Also coincides with, if you don't mind me saying this, the Black Lives Movement. You can't just pick and choose. If God said love everyone, then it doesn't just mean love Christians, love Catholic. No, you have to love the gays. You have to love the LGBT community. You have to love everyone. You cannot bash or hit a transgender or a cis, but then also vouch for the Black Lives community. It doesn't matter. The Black Lives community, all Black Lives Matter literally states all Black lives matter.
When you're speaking about hitting or the abusive of transgender, are you speaking on that video that came out like a week or two ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I definitely know what you mean, and that's why I came more involved in shedding light on the transgender, because I definitely agree on that. When it comes to the Black Lives Movement, obviously we understand where it's coming from, but when you say that we all should recognize everybody, that's agreement. When it comes to our generation, we shouldn't just have one movement. I think we should have all movements, because it's not a color that's in danger, it's somebody's life. So I definitely see where you're coming from, and I did watch that video and that newscast as well. And I definitely can't believe how they're painting the light around it, how no charges have been set yet, simply because I guess they don't have like full evidence, which it was a video out. But anyway.
And then with that situation, I feel like the mentality is messed up when someone else thinks that it's okay to bash someone because they don't think the same way. We were all made different. If I think differently than you, then that's okay. It's called you need to be more mentally mature and saying, okay, let me deal with what he's saying is different from what I'm saying.
When you say the mentality is messed up, the crazy thing is in my class today, we were speaking about Donald Trump, which has nothing to do with this, but it made me think of a naive mind, and that's where I'm going with it. The people you're speaking about have naive minds, meaning where they believe what they want to believe instead of believing what they see. They don't understand that everybody in this world brings a benefit to somebody else, because at the end of the day, they don't know what their future holds, and they can have somebody in their family born in any community that they don't dislike or a community that they love. And when it comes to community that they don't like, if they have somebody in their family, especially a close one like a child, they're going to have to understand where they're coming from. So I definitely know what you're saying. People do have a naive mind, and they don't, and they should, and they don't want to learn about the world as they should. But I definitely see where you're coming from, if that makes sense.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to jump into the day that I seen you. What song were you listening to? That's one.
You already know I had to listen to my girls, the City Girls.
What song?
It's City Girls' Jobs.
And what does that song mean to you?
To me, it's just like it brings a whole background, because when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, I put myself through a lot of stuff, right? The song Jobs, it's about what they perceived it's about a young Black African-American woman getting money and not caring about what people saying.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I'm not a young Black African-American woman, but I'm a young Black African-American man,
mm-hmm.
and I want to make my own money.
Right.
And in the past, I did some stuff that I didn't like to get money, but at the same time, I was doing it for the benefit of my future. So that's why I like Jobs, because it's like, it's unapologetic. It was like no one was there to help me when I was in that time period. No one was there to lift me up. I just had myself to look upon. And I've always been like that when I've been sad or depressed. If I had no one, I've always had my Apple Music. I've always had music. That is my saving grace, honestly, is music.
So what is your future? What do you see yourself going? What are you working towards, basically?
Honestly, and I say this with confidence.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
I don't have a future right now. I don't know what I want, but I do know this much. What I'm striving for right now is happiness.
Yes.
Not physical, not spiritual. I just want inner happiness. I want to say, this is who I am. This is me. I don't care who looks at me. Like, it's just crazy that when I walk down the street, people just look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm just like, this is a world. This is USA. We live in a world where we can do anything. And all you want to do is just look right in the eyes of people. I don't care. I want to dance in the rain. I want to live my life. I want to do what I want to do. I want to be free.
Right.
I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to make a lot of regrets. I want to make a lot of mistakes, because that's what it is to be human.
And that's where you get unapologetic from.
Yes.
And what does that mean to you? Or is that the definition behind it?
Being unapologetic, to me, my definition of being unapologetic is being the authentic you can be, and not caring who or what anyone has to say. Not half, but most of the gay community, in my opinion, I feel like we give off this energy because we've been through, well, everyone's been through a lot. Right. Everyone has had heartache and pain, but we are going through it. We as a collective have been through so much stuff.
Can you name a few?
Oh, girl. Yes, actually I can. Me personally, I've got, and disclaimer, I'm so sorry for anyone that gets shooken or scared or afraid or anything of that nature, but I'm just saying what happened in my personal life. I've gotten raped by my cousin. Yeah. I had a gun pulled on me. I've gotten prostituted. I've gotten beaten and hit because I was being me. I've got drugged. I've been through so much. But through it all, and honestly, I don't even know why I'm still like happy and go lucky, because deep down inside, I'm so sad, but like at the same time, it's like through it all, I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself. Because for me still being here, it's like a testimony in itself.
Right, yes.
So I don't know.
I don't know what to say, but I would definitely respect your story. I definitely respect you telling me your story.
Also, another thing I want to say is, for my LGBT community, I want you guys to hear this. And wait, I'm sorry. Not just my LGBT community, my African American.
Yes, speak
African
up.
American and Black and LGBT community. We need to stop. We're letting people push us over. I know we've been through some stuff, y'all, and I know we're going through it, but it's time to stand up. It is time to stand up. It is time to take a stand, and not violently, peacefully, personally, peacefully, but it is time to stand up. And for my African Americans, you gotta stop being one-sided.
Right.
It's like, if you respect your Black community, respect the Black LGBT community. If you say Black Lives Matter, do not leave out the LGBT or any other community.
Yes.
Their lives matter too, because they are in the cooperation in the community of the Black community. If you do not respect them in the community, then you cannot allow yourself to say that you're in the Black Lives Matter movement. It doesn't add up.
And I'm gonna just jump on that when you say people like pick one-sided. I'm gonna say, and I'm only saying this from my experience, to the people that's out there that pick and choose who you want to be with or who you want to accept from that community is not right. Like, don't like accept a lesbian just because she's down to do whatever you want, but you don't want to accept a gay boy because he's not wearing what you think is his attire. So I think everybody needs to focus on that as well. You can't pick and choose who you want out of the community. That doesn't work like that at all.
Period. Another thing I want to bring up that's very important, us Black men do not speak upon Black African American women unless you know how to protect them. Period. You cannot go. This thing with Meg Thee Stallion has made me so mad. You cannot understand.
Oh, I understand. I love her. Yes.
Yo. If you stand up for Tory Lanez, you're not a man. There's no way. You can't justify it.
No, it's not even about sticking up for Tory Lanez. It's the factor that when she told her story about keeping the what really happened in the car silent because she wanted to protect his life, speaks volume as how a woman cares for a man, and as a Black woman would care for a Black man versus how a Black man would care for a Black woman.
That's why I applaud and I love and I appreciate. And I'm going to say that again. I love, I appreciate, and I adore you independent Black female women. Us African Americans, we're supposed to be intellectual. We are supposed to be smarter than the regular man. And that is why they look down on us.
You are speaking facts. Facts. So I got this one question for you, and then we're going to move to open conversation. Okay. Now, my one question is something I want to know. Like I said, I am a huge supporter of the LGBT community, but I also believe that you can be educated in something new every day. You don't know everything. So this is something I want to know, and I want you to express to other people. So what do you want outsiders to know about your community?
Two things. You can't make us mad. You can't make us mad because we already been through some traumatic stuff. And another thing is, we're people too. We really, my heart really goes out to all the trans and cis and anyone of the LGBT community. My heart goes out to you because I know that it hurts. And my heart also goes out to my favorite girl. It's Bambi Barbie. I love that girl. She is the reason why I keep fighting. Yes.
I don't follow her no more, but oh my gosh, I remember when she started becoming famous and noticeable on Instagram. I literally loved her.
And then what's crazy is people stopped messing with her because she had mental illness and they took it as a joke.
Wow.
That's why I feel so bad for Bambi, because in that time period of 2014, everyone took mental health as a joke. And I'm so proud of my girl for just taking her time and doing what she has to do. And for that reason, she made me who I am today. If she can keep going, I can keep going. And for the record, my favorite song of all times is It's Bambi Barbie, Clean and Clear.
Oof, I gotta hear that. I didn't know about the mental issues. I stopped following her simply because back then I deleted my Instagram. I deleted all social media because I wanted to clear my mind and go through that little growth treatment everybody was going through back then. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know about that. That's crazy, and I definitely listened to that song. So we're gonna jump right into open conversation. So you tell me, what does pride mean to you?
That's a new question. Never heard of that before. I'm just going to say pride is just loving yourself for who you are, not caring who's there, not caring what anyone says, just being the most authentic you can be.
I definitely agree. Pride to me, using it as a word or even as a sentence, referring it to myself, just to add off what you were saying, yeah, I would definitely believe to me that I mean like genuine happiness, careless, stress-free. I love using this word, unapologetic. That's what
Period.
That's what I think of when somebody, and no matter where you're from, what community you come from, what color skin you have, if anybody describes yourself as with having pride, that's what I think of. You're proud of who you are, basically. We are at the end of this show, and before I let everybody know what the change challenge was, I definitely want to say thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate you. I definitely don't think this is the last conversation coming from us because I have 1,000,001 questions, and you are the perfect person to talk to. You make me feel comfortable when I'm having a conversation with you.
I can't wait to meet you too. I'm actually thinking of going down to Kingsburg.
Yes, let me know. We can have a part 2 in person.
Yes.
So, roommates, the change challenge this week is basically to be straight up. This change challenge came from experience when I was basically younger in high school and even during the summer. The high school experience was when 2 people in my school was going through a change. Basically, they were becoming transgender, and I kept that to myself, meaning I was very happy for them. But for some reason, I didn't let them know, and I don't think they know now. I know they follow my podcast, and I know hopefully they listen. And I think they know who they are, but I was very proud of them. I was happy for them that they went through their change. And to me, through my eyes, I feel like they went through it smoothly, but you really can't judge a book by its cover. So that's what straight up means. And then in the summer, I witnessed another person go through a change during Pride Month, and I simply let them know that I simply looked them in the eyes and I said, I'm happy for you and I support you. And they said, thank you. That made my day. So this change challenge is to be straight up. If you see somebody, if you know somebody, no matter where they're from, let them know you see them and you support them. This change challenge is not hard. It's simple and it's honest. Let somebody know that they are worth who they are and they are worth following their dreams or their future. Thank you again, DJ. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon.
You will. And thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. Until next time, roommates.